On this episode, we're still locked down because we were locked down in the last episode. This is part 2 of part 1, but wear your mask. And this is part 2 of part 1.
What?
Part 1 of part 2?
What?
So
You confused me. How do we know what's in part 2 and not in part 1?
Well, we don't, and that's the best part because we still have stuff for part 3.
Okay, part 3, and that's still a thing, right?
No, that's not a thing. I just made that up. That's just our normal show next week.
Okay, man, my head still hurts. And I guess we're going to talk about more dumb laws, right?
Unless we talked about them in 1, then we won't talk about them in 2. But maybe we talked about some in 1 and some in 2, or all in 2 and not in 1. I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea. But I don't have any idea. But maybe's the answer. But we do talk about UFOs, British Columbia sex, and shortages.
All right. Should we talk about sex and shortages in like the same breath?
Sure. Why not? Let's start part 2.
So,
all right.
Should we do New Mexico too?
Yeah, let's do New Mexico. Let's see if we can. Before I get, I'm not quite bored yet because they've gone quickly. I might get bored with New Mexico.
Okay, let's take. Let's see. Walking around with your butt out in New Mexico is considered indecent exposure. Intentionally exposing one's primary genital area to public view, buttocks are nowhere to be mentioned. That's kind of interesting.
I don't understand it.
So basically, the reason why it's a dumb law is because the law states indecent exposure. You get arrested for indecent exposure. However, indecent exposure is defined as showing your genital area, and buttocks are not considered genitalia.
Right. So if you're in a G-string,
that's why it's a dumb law.
Or a butt flush.
And not only that, I don't know if you saw the news all last week about the woman who was bitching out the young lady for wearing a bikini and it was a thong type bikini, and her kids were staring at the girl's ass, so she yelled at the girl, saying she's got to cover up her ass. It's like, those swimsuits have been in Europe for 20 freaking years.
I'll teach your children not to sexualize women.
That's right.
How about that?
Well, that's kind of what most people were saying about it.
Okay.
And of course, persons may not spit on the steps of the opera house.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't spit on the opera house. You spit anywhere else, but not at the opera house.
Yeah. I think I know where that one comes from, though, because I remember seeing an old movie, and when the men left the opera theater because they were stuck there watching it to make their wives happy, they were chewing tobacco because you couldn't smoke in there. So when they left, they had to spit it out by that time because it was old. So that's a really old law that just never got taken out.
Right. Well, here's a law that's stupid.
I love this one.
Okay. If you're an idiot in the state of New Mexico, you cannot vote in state elections.
Correct.
Now, they even defined what an idiot is.
Yes.
Someone who has a mental disability, seriously, or with an IQ below 30.
Yes.
That is so discriminatory.
Yes. And not only that, we'd lose half our politicians.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, okay, we don't talk politics, but just search Joe Biden gaffes if you want to see somebody with an IQ below. And he's not getting old and senile, folks. He's been doing this for a long time. When you search Joe Biden gaffes, you will see stuff back from 20 years ago. And you're going to go, this guy's been doing it for 20 years. 20 years he's been misspeaking. I don't get it.
Yep, he's not senile. He's just like everybody else. He says dumb things.
But New Mexico is not the only place. Kentucky, Mississippi, and Ohio also have those. Those laws against people who aren't smart.
There are times that I really, really wonder where they come up with this stuff. In New York, you order a sliced bagel in New York City. Oh, if you alter the bagel by slicing it, toasting it, or serving it with cream cheese, you have to pay an extra 8-cent sales tax.
Yes, because it's in some of to raise taxes on the East Coast, there are some states that do what's called a luxury tax.
Yes.
So soap is not considered a luxury, so you don't pay tax on it. However, if you go to a restaurant and take carryout, you don't pay tax. But if you go sit in said restaurant, that's a luxury, and therefore you pay sales tax. So if you just order a bunch of bagels and don't get them altered, then that's not a luxury.
Yes.
But if you alter them, you get an 8-cent sales tax.
Yep. Which is why when you go to the grocery store here and you buy some hamburger and you buy some buns and you buy some condiments and you go home and you make them, you don't pay tax on it. But when you go to McDonald's, you pay tax because it was made for you.
So, you ready for this law?
I'm ready.
In this day and age?
Yes.
Okay. In New York, it is illegal to congregate in public with 2 or more people while each wearing a mask or any face covering which disguises your identity.
Right. So not only is the pandemic making everybody doing criminals, every Halloween they're all criminals.
Yes, it was originally enacted in 1845. It was entered into books when local tenant farmers disguised themselves as Native Americans and attacked and killed their landlords.
Okay.
The law includes exceptions for masquerade parties and similar events, but it doesn't say pandemics. So again, wear your damn mask. Don't be going, I heard it on the Don't Know show. It's against the law.
Yeah, it's against the law.
All right, then wear the face shield because you can wear the clear face shield.
That's right.
You can wear the clear
PPE.
face shield. Should we get through the 2 Dakotas?
Oh, we got North Carolina and North Dakota.
And then yeah. Should we get through the 2
Sure, let's do them. Let's just get through them. We're going pretty quick today.
Get rid of the Norths.
So North Carolina, be careful what you put in your doggy bag. It is a felony to steal more than $1,000 worth of grease. Okay, first of all, you can't put $1,000 worth of grease in a doggy bag.
Apparently someone tried.
Well, it basically, and we had this happen here at first when biodiesel was first coming out. Restaurants who were selling their grease.
Oh, yeah, biodiesel like crazy, yeah.
Right, people would just drive up and suck their barrels dry.
Barrels dry, yeah.
So I sort of get that one. And then, of course.
And it was in 2012. So it's back when biodiesel was around.
Right. And that's about the right time for when all that happened. Yeah. Now this is an interesting one. I wonder how many erectile dysfunctional pills they sell in North Carolina because of this law.
Well,
a marriage can be declared void if either of the 2 persons is physically impotent.
Right.
You believe that one?
But what is impotence for women?
Interesting question.
On a Don't Know show, we don't know. So female sexual a lack of sexual interest. Well, that's okay.
That's not impotence.
That's 100% of the. No, it's a lack of sexual interest. That's it.
Yeah. So basically, yeah.
That's like
and although it is kind of a misnomer that it's only men that complain about not getting enough sex, I do have some female friends that say their husbands haven't had interest in years too. So, but it is more of a guy thing. Guys are hardwired for it. So
hard. He said hard.
Yeah. All right.
What else? There's one more.
We cannot play bingo for more than 5 hours in North Carolina.
So there you go. Your games can last only up to 5 hours.
Yep.
Contains a few more explicit restrictions on the game. Only one in a 48-hour period and no more than a $500 prize.
How do they do that in the casinos?
Who knows?
Yeah, I know, because bingo's huge in all these casinos. It's not just the slots and shit.
Don't know.
All right.
No show.
One last end state, North Dakota. And this is one that would mean Steve would never, ever, 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 ever want to live there.
Okay. No late night fireworks. Well, what do they consider late night fireworks?
After 11 p.m.
All right.
But it's only in Devil's Lake, North Dakota. It's not the whole state. And honestly, I have no problem with this with the exception of New Year's Eve. A lot of places do New Year's Eve fireworks at, midnight.
Right. That would be the only time that you would.
Correct. So there's probably a stipulation that says it's allowed on, But and that's only in Devil's Lake, North Dakota. And around here, we've been having a lot of trouble because, the dog who is still alive, which is just baffling us, when they're shooting the firewalk, she's just cowering.
Yeah. And you can be jailed for wearing a hat while dancing, or even wearing a hat to a function where dancing is taking place.
Right. And what really baffles me is there are so many functions where women wear hats for a reason.
But North Dakota, doesn't North Dakota have like cowboys?
Yeah, they do.
So who made that law and how'd that become a law?
Good question. This last one has me completely baffled.
Okay.
All members of North Dakota's Dry Pea and Lentil Council must be citizens. The organization was created in 1997 to promote dry pea, lentil, chickpeas, lupins, and fava bean industries.
Fava beans? Oh, come on.
Fava beans? Fava beans?
Dude.
What the heck's a fava bean?
Silence of the Lambs, some Chianti and some fava beans. Really?
Okay, not my kind of movie.
Really? Oh, you got to watch that movie. It's a great movie. One of my friends from Chicago is in that movie. He was on the radio, and he is one of the paramedics. And he has the blood drip down. He looks up. His name is Buzz.
Cool beans.
But yeah, fava beans. Yeah. So apparently they didn't want a foreigner in there controlling the Dry Pea and Lentil Council.
Exactly.
Very weird.
Okay, why is this a video? I know why it's a video. So, are you going to share this one?
I'm going to figure out how to share this so that we don't get hacked on it. But everybody knows that the big thing is Hamilton right now, right?
Yes.
And you're all talking about Jonathan Groff. As King Arthur, right?
Okay.
Right. So, and how he spits all over everybody.
Yes.
Right. Or he spits in his ball. He's just a great actor.
Yes, he is.
And we can prove this by
how far his spittle travels.
Well, that's also, he has to wear a mask now because of COVID. Because we don't want to. He's a COVID spreader, but apparently, all great actors are COVID spreaders.
Yes.
Because if you remember the Friends episode about where Chandler and
action. We have to find the rest of the platoon.
Forget the platoon. The platoon is gone.
What?
The platoon is dead. Face facts, Tony.
So what are we gonna do? We have no reinforcements, no food.
No, we still have food. In the basement, I saw potatoes and some dried pasta.
Hang on a minute. Joey, you keep touching your face. Is something wrong? No. No? Oh, I thought it might be kind of a cool character thing. You know, he's a face toucher. I don't think so. Let's take it back to Richard's last line. Action!
We may not have any weapons, but we still have food. In the basement, I saw potatoes and some dried pasta. And a few tins of tuna. Can you go through these lines with me?
Oh, man, they just redid my makeup.
Just the last 2 pages.
All right.
Here we go. More spitting.
I found the picture.
Picture? What picture?
Could you lower your script? I need to see your face so I can play off your reaction.
Okay, Look, I know you're a great actor, okay? And you play all those Shakespeare guys and stuff. But you're spitting all over me, man.
Well, of course I am.
Of course I am.
You know you've been spitting on me?
That's what real actors do. Enunciation is the mark of a good actor.
He's a good actor.
And when you enunciate, you spit.
Wow. Didn't know that.
Hey.
Thanks. Okay, check it out. Picture? What picture? Action!
Here we go.
I found the picture.
What picture?
A picture of my wife in your pack.
You went through my personal property.
Why do you have a picture of Paulette in your pack?
Because, Vincent, we were lovers. For 2 years. Wonderful!
Great scene. Oh, you're awesome, man. And that last speech, you soaked me.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Here's your call sheet for tomorrow.
Oh, I'm not working tomorrow.
You are now.
No, I can't. You gotta get me out of it. I have plans. Important plans!
So good.
There you go. That was good. We're going to get in trouble if that was good.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. I'm trying to figure out a way to do it so that they won't shut us off, but
Yeah. You know, that's kind of a downer if we get shut off, though. So we need something more positive.
yeah, okay. What's next?
How about a genuine positivity message?
All right, here comes our genuine positive message. Genuine positive message, penned and written by Scott Thomas. Scott, Funguy the entertainer. Take it away, Scott.
Every day I see an opportunity to make someone's day just a little brighter. Sometimes it is just being a little goofy. Others, I sing or whistle a song to bring a smile to their face. Or I just wave while I'm social distancing. I might not be able to see the actual smile under their mask, but I can see their eyes light up and their step lighten just a little. So make someone's day just a little brighter, and you will find your day is brightened also.
Thank you, Funguy the entertainer.
After watching that skit, I wanted to spit, but you wouldn't know.
Yeah, you would. You would spit all over your screen. Brighten your day. Whatever.
It could be worse, right?
Hey, did you see Al's back in the news?
Oh, your friend Al? Oh no, Al.
Yeah. So whatchamacallit is becoming more of a reality. Terminator.
It is becoming a reality.
OpenAI just released GPT-3. GPT-3 was written by GPT-2.
Ooh, cool.
GPT-2 had something like 27 million possibilities. GPT-3 has, billion. GPT-3 says like 178 billion different codes, lines of code.
There you go.
Possible
Size
codes.
really does matter, they said.
Yeah, it is absolutely ridiculous at how big this thing is. This thing can actually, you can start describing what you want, and it'll write a program for you, a search application. It's
I'll
crazy.
tell you what, all I want is for when I talk to my Alexa, I want it to be able to answer questions without having to go, I can't figure it out.
Well, yeah, what did it say? I don't know at this time. Is your Alexa turned on? But it's too
Yes.
far away, right?
You won't be able to hear it, but I will.
Well, that's no fun then. How about the
Yes.
listeners be able to hear it?
I get it, yeah.
It's more fun when the listeners can listen to it. But
Yes,
can you
exactly.
believe that? GP3 is the most powerful language model ever.
Yes. I have been
And I just want to read this. I just saw this, and I think this is absolutely hilarious.
okay.
Its predecessor, GPT-2, released last year, was already able to spit out convincing streams of text. Spit out, get it? Spit out.
Yeah, so it could easily be part of this show too.
So the model has 175 billion parameters. The problem with this is that means, guess what?
Would.
Or fake news.
Oh, great. Just
You
what
can
we
be out
need.
there conversing with this thing and not even know you're conversing with an AI.
You're depressing me again, Steve. We just had a positive message.
There are ways to trip it up, though.
Okay.
And I forgot what they were. How many eyes does a fly have? How many eyes does a spider have? How many eyes do your feet have?
The eyes have it.
Well, if it says that your feet have eyes, then you go, oh, I'm talking to an AI. So,
Okay.
Al, you can't fool me.
It's going to be like Blade Runner, where they ask all those stupid random questions and something gives them away. Yep.
Yep. They said there were places to try it, but I couldn't find any place to try it. I couldn't find an open source one to try. So we go out there and search for it, GPT-3, and try and trip it up. But OpenAI, OpenAI AP did it. Yeah, crazy.
Cuckoo.
Oh, I'm going to ask it to open the pod bay doors.
Exactly.
But yeah, you can just you can describe what you want. I would like a search engine that does this, or I would like a round button that looks like a barrel and it'll create the logo for you. And
exactly. Perfect.
So just what we need.
Okay.
Computers are taking over, dude.
Could be worse.
But we were talking about this earlier about sex.
Yes. Yes.
So remember,
British Columbia came up with an awesome idea.
You remember when New York told us that, what kind of sex to have and how to have it? And they
yes, exactly.
Oh, guess what? British Columbia has followed suit. But British Columbia took it one step further. Why don't you read the line for us?
It says,
in the official health literature from the British Columbia,
the province's public health unit suggests wearing masks and avoiding kissing and face-to-face positions during sex. However, glory holes now appear in official health literature from governments across North America.
Glory holes.
Yes, those are those things you see in naughty movie stores.
Glory holes. The Don't Know Show.
But the British Columbia Centers for Disease Control suggests that with the glory hole, you're not face-to-face.
No, you're face
which is very true.
That was so crazy.
Because remember, the New York Public Health mentioned that oral sex was safe, but no kissing.
Right.
So obviously they've taken a step farther to make things more better.
British Columbia Center for Disease Control. Thank you, British Columbia.
All right. This next subject has got me a little concerned because we are running out of time. And this is really long.
Well, we'll just run it and then, I don't know. What do you want to do?
Well,
you want to just save some subjects for the next show? And then
yeah, I think that's not a bad idea.
We'll do this a part 1, part 2, or do you want to just do this one and this will be the end? We're at 52.
Yes.
Which if we split this in the other show, you're at about 30.
Right. All right, let's try to do it quick because I need a break here anyway.
Let's bring the sex thing back because you do that quick.
Oh, where's that one?
The glory hold. Never mind.
Oh, the sex thing. You could do that real quick. I did it. Yeah.
Wow.
Sure. No, it didn't go completely over because I got it.
I'd explain it to you.
It just, right. Well, no, you didn't. I got it before you explained it. So anyway, shortages. Apparently there are shortages. And I agree with that.
Well, we all know about the shortages from the pandemic. I mean, there's the obvious shortage that started off, the toilet paper shortage, the medicine shortage, and I don't know if everybody knows about this, but consumer electronic shortages. Like if you go to the stores, there's no TVs or Game Boys or PlayStations or Xboxes in the stores.
Okay, I did not know that because I don't look at that area.
But next time you're out, go look in the stores. All the TVs are gone.
Interesting.
I was like, oh wow. I mean, there's still these super expensive ones at Sam's Club and stuff like that.
Right.
kind of crazy.
Look, you can buy TV for $4,000.
Yeah, those are still around. Garlic. Garlic became a shortage.
Well, one of the things I noticed was pickles. We couldn't find pickles at the store for the longest time. They just now started coming back.
Yeah, vaping devices became a shortage.
And of course, aluminum cans. I heard about that. And the thing that really freaks me out.
Stop. You're skipping ahead to the payoff. I'm not going to put that in there then. That's the payoff.
Okay.
Auto parts.
I didn't even see an auto parts.
We're just going to skip to the end. Scott killed the story. All right, Scott, go ahead. What about aluminum cans?
I don't see an auto parts one.
It's because you don't open them in order.
I did open it in order.
Then look at the second one on the 10 products in short supply.
Right.
And look at number 5.
Oh, I see. There were so many commercials in between it. I didn't see those.
Go ahead, Scott. I guess Scott wants to end the show here, folks.
Number 5, auto parts. I found it. I found it.
Never mind. Go back to the can shortages.
Go back to can shortages.
So what's running out?
Aluminum cans.
Do you know why?
The thing that I heard on the radio or on the news today is because restaurants who are good at recycling are not doing the business, and people are at home are not recycling.
When you buy at a restaurant, you can get it on tap. How many cans of beer do you think fit in a keg, dude?
A lot.
That's a lot of cans you don't have to make.
Right. Okay.
Don't know show.
Well,
this is talking don't know show because Scott doesn't know.
That's right, Susie. I told you what I heard on the news.
That's right, Susie. I'm picking on Scott.
But what I want to know is why aluminum can prices at the recycling center haven't gone up in price, because I've got thousands of them.
That's what I want to know, too. You know what else is short?
Short people?
Money. Change. Have you noticed that?
Oh, coins?
Yeah. Have you noticed that?
We just had a guy in somewhere who had been saving his coins for 20 some odd years for something or another, and then they never got around to doing it, so he cashed them all in.
Yeah. Coins are becoming short.
Yep.
These are new things that are becoming short. That's just crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, that sort of still baffles me because honestly, you go to the store, how many people do you see that actually use cash anymore?
I do. They say that's part of the conspiracy theories. They're trying to get rid of everybody using cash.
Yes, because if you run your card, they can keep track of you.
They can try. That's right. They can track you and trace you.
So the only time I use cash is when I'm buying something I shouldn't be buying. What?
Go ahead. I'm listening. No, I'm the only one listening, Scott. Nobody else is. like what? Stuff for your girlfriend?
My naughty vice that I spend cash on is a stupid game that I play.
Stuff for your girlfriend?
Because it costs $20 every time I buy a card to get more coin in the game.
Stuff for your girlfriend?
I used to do all these interview things or whatever you call them. That product review things, right? Or questionnaires.
You still can.
Oh, I still do them, yes. But they used to be able to buy GameStop cards, and then I just trade that in, and they stopped doing the GameStop cards, so now I got to pay real money. Sucks. Oh well.
No well.
Could be worse.
So this is where you want to end the show. We'll put all those other subjects into the show 2 weeks from now, because this show will be the second half of the other show. This first show the first half of the show aired on August 1st. The second half of the show is airing on August 8th. Happy birthday, Steve Allen.
Happy birthday to Steve. Happy birthday to Steve.
And the day before this, happy anniversary, Scott and Susie. How many wonderful years has it been?
Am I supposed to know that number?
Come on.
Really?
Man.
I'm supposed to know that number?
You don't know? You don't know, really?
Of course I know.
What is it?
418. Oh, how many actual years, not how it feels. Yeah. Susie's going to be whacking you upside the head now. Yeah, we're going to be sitting at Chili's watching this show.
She was just feeling
I'm going to
sorry
get up and
for
go
you.
to the bathroom when this part comes up.
She was just feeling sorry for you when I was picking on you. And then you went and blew it. I was going to leave you till you were in good graces, but no.
It's 38 years.
Unbelievable. How long have you known her?
How long have I known her?
Yeah.
36 years.
You've been married 38, but you've only known her 36.
Well, sure. You never know a woman until after you marry her. And then it takes a couple years to figure it out. I see what you're saying. Well, I only knew her for 2 years before we got married.
Right. So I was going to say
40 years.
40.
I've known her for 40, yeah.
It was a 40. That's why I wanted to go for it, because it was 40. I thought that was a cool number. Whatever.
Hey, is there like a birthstone for 40 or something?
A birthstone or a gift?
Oh, yeah, I guess it would be a gift, right? 40 years.
Yeah, there is. There is. What is the 40th anniversary?
I have no clue, Steve. What is it? Since you're already looking it up.
The Don't Know Show. What is the 40th anniversary symbol?
I'm going to say it's a bedpan.
Ruby. Both of them are ruby.
Boobies? Ooh, I like boobies.
Really?
Really? I love boobies.
For both traditional and modern is rubies.
Oh, rubies. Like the ruby red slippers from the No Place Like Home. There's no place like home.
Yeah. Well, you can get a red wine. Get us some Boone's Farm ruby red wine and for a 40th anniversary. That'll be good.
Just don't drink too much wine and get in an accident, because then you're going to need something special.
Oh, you can get her a coffee mug.
Ooh, no, she has lots of those already.
40 years of being Mrs. Always Right.
There you go.
I love that mug. That's a good mug.
I've seen that one before.
That's a great mug.
And most wives would agree that that is a correct statement. So, anywho's, are you ready to end it?
I don't know. Am I ready to end it? We got to find a word.
I have a word.
What's the word?
The word is traumatology.
You made that word up.
Of course I did. That's why it says when you need medical attention fast, you rely on a traumatologist to treat any severe physical injuries you may have endured from a car accident or shooting or any other traumatic event.
Well, isn't that like an ER doctor? A trauma doctor?
Honestly, yes.
A triage doctor?
Yes.
Would that be triage?
But you have to remember, these are words that have been created over the years, mostly as slang, and they have taken, and they're now in the dictionary. Even Goobers thinks that's just a ridiculous reason for them to be in
silly. A traumatologist. I'm a traumatologist. Okay, so that's what I'm going to put in. So when we start doing random nodding, so it's going to be 2 weeks before we come back to random nodding. So random nodding is the first quantumly generated choose your own adventure reality game. Explore the world you never knew existed. What you do is you put in what you want to find, and then it gives you random geo points, and you go there and you'll see what you said.
Cool beans.
People put weird stuff in there like swans. You can put in there rubies or boobies, and then see if you go there and actually find boobies.
There you go.
And it proves that we're all in a simulation. So that's what you're going to want to look up in the simulation.
Wait a minute. Do I simulated have to go pee? Is that what it is?
Yes, it's simulated pee. You don't have to really pee, so don't worry.
Cool.
So start looking it up. That's your homework for these next 2 weeks. We will see you back on what day will we see you back on? I mean, you'll see the show on the 1st and the 8th, but then the 15th,
yes,
we'll be back with random nodding. So
cool beans.
Check that out. That's your homework. And with that, I want to say thank you for watching and listening.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
please subscribe. Subscribe, like, watch our other shows and channels, share our stuff.
Peace.
Get out there for the people we put on the show. Support them. Support the hell and back. Support anybody we put on the show. But I want you to go out there, subscribe, go find. I don't know what to find. There's more golf pictures up there. That's really all I'm doing. I don't know if Scott's posting anything. Are you posting anything? I haven't seen anything.
No.
So you got to start posting stuff. And maybe I'll make you get a TikTok. And with that, I want you to live every day, and we'll see you on the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.
just different pains me.